Hi YouTube, it's Dana and I'm back again this week with a new video. I have decided to do my video today on how to pick certain things out of your garden. I had a girlfriend of mine call me this morning to ask me if her husband had picked kale correctly out of the garden. She had sent him out this morning to pick some kale for some stew that she was making this evening, and he came back and he had pulled up the whole plant from the root. Well, she knew that you could grow kale through the winter because I had explained that to her when she started growing it during the summer, and she wanted to know if this is how it was supposed to be picked. Well, I told her absolutely not. So, of course, I went over and explained to her and showed her how to do it. And hopefully the ones that he didn't pick up, the ones that he did not pull out of the garden, she'll be able to actually harvest from during the winter. So, this is my kale. And I have a pretty nice, I have only about 6 plants this summer, or actually this fall, but these are the ones that I picked from all winter. And I'm going to show you how to pick kale off of these branches. Okay, this is my kale bush, and I'm going to be moving this camera around so that you can get a better look at it. Now, when I pick my kale, this is literally what I come out to do. I will find a leaf that I want, and if you look in there, I'm trying to bend this so you can see it. You will see that these will go all the way down to a main branch. So what you want to do with this kale is simply go to the base and then break it off. Go to the base and break it off. And you can do that for as many as you like. Now, the best time to actually pick any vegetable is early in the morning, because the leaves are nice and crisp and it's fresh. It has that dew on it, so it's nice and crisp. I'm actually picking these this afternoon, which is fine, but typically I will pick my kale or my lettuce in the early morning or the very late evening, right before it gets dark. So I'm going to pick a couple of more leaves, and then we're going to go over and take a look at my lettuce. And this is my lettuce. Now, typically with lettuce, you can cut and it will continue to come back. So please do not pull up all of your lettuce. I tend not to cut. I tend to pull things. And that's just a preference for me. I don't like putting scissors on anything in my garden. So I typically will just pull my leaves off. So I'm going to do a close-up and show you how I pick lettuce. All right, so if we look at this lettuce, if you look on the inside, there is one leaf of lettuce, and I'm going to try to open this up so you can see. And you can see how it comes up from the base. Now, I have had people ask me, well, how big should I let the lettuce get before I pick the leaf? That is totally a preference. I'm going to just put my hand next to this so that you can see how large this particular leaf is compared to my hand. So it kind of goes from like the end of my thumb to my fingertip. Now, I have let some of them actually get bigger, and I'll show you some of those. But for right now, I will pick this one. You go to the base, and you just snap it off. And that's all you have to do. Now, I do have some lettuce that is larger. And once again, I'm going to put my hand next to this leaf so that you can see. If you see how big that particular leaf is, there is my hand, and you can see that this leaf is actually as big as my hand. It actually keeps going down at the bottom, because this is some romaine lettuce. So this one I actually let get a little larger just because I haven't come out here. But with lettuce, you just kind of decide. Some people like baby greens and they like them young and tender. I usually let mine get a little larger, but it's kind of a trial and error, and you'll figure it out as you go. So to pick this lettuce, I will pull this back. I will go to the base right down here, and I'll just snap that off. And that's all I did. And I'm going to pick another one, and I snap it off. So once again, I will choose a leaf. I will go down to the base and snap it off. Pick a leaf, go down to the base, and snap it off. So I will go here to this one. I will go down to the base, and I will snap it off. Now, as a side note, when you serve your kale, my son asked me to please tell people this. When you are serving your kale, you see that spine that goes down the center? That is very tough. Even if you massage your kale, that spine is very tough. So as you're getting ready to prepare your kale, strip it off from that spine, and all you really want are these tender leaves right here. You do not want to eat that spine. It will ruin your salad. It's tough, and people do not enjoy it. And it's actually the same thing for the Swiss chard. That spine, you can actually take that spine, separate the soft leaves off. Take the spine, you can cut it up into small pieces, as small as you'd like. I usually try like 1/2-inch pieces. And if you cook it separate, if you're going to cook it and not eat it raw, if you cook it separately, it'll soften up. And then after the spine is softened up, then go ahead and add your leaves and cook those. But just remember, with kale, you do not want that spine. It is tough, and it will ruin your salad. And so hopefully that will stop my son from having to endure any more kale salads with spine. Thanks. I hope that was helpful. Leave any comments. Thank you for watching my video. You guys have a good week. And please, get out and vote. I don't care who you vote for. Just vote. Bye-bye.